Peace, peace. What is popping, y'all? This your girl Tay Faye coming at you again with another magical video. Hope that everybody is feeling well and swell today. I wish I could talk in accents. Like, I'm really bad in talking in accents. Like, good day. Like, what was that? I'm gonna try a Jamaican accent. This is my Jamaican accent. Wagwan. So today we're gonna talk about that's bad. That's bad. I can hear it. It's bad. It's really bad. But anyway, how are y'all feeling today? I hope that everybody is feeling well. Everybody's doing good, and you are doing what you got to be doing for your healing journey. So I wanted to get into a very sensitive but necessary topic today. And I wouldn't say it's sensitive, but people are probably sensitive that are listening to it. So they might take it as a sensitive subject. But it's something that's necessary for people to hear, because a lot of times we can be ignorant to a lot of different things in our lives. And instead of doing our research and just gaining knowledge behind certain things, we choose to rather just experience it, which is cool. You know, I feel like we need to experience things anyway to gain a better understanding. But it's cool to do research on things so you can just have a certain type of mindset of how you want to approach something and how it can benefit you and how you can use it as a resource. So I have been working in the cannabis industry for about 6 years now, something like that. And I have seen so many different levels of how cannabis is beneficial for society in a whole. And as a very ancient medicinal herb, people don't really know what it can truly do for us to help us expand and evolve. Cannabis, like humans, is evolving every day, right? And I say this because the consciousness of our surroundings is evolving every day. The more we expand in our mind, the more our surroundings are going to expand as well. The more we evolve, the more we elevate within our consciousness, within our mindsets and our mentalities, we're able to see everything around us evolving, right? My cat, for example, my cat is doing certain stuff that I swear to y'all, he is acting more and more human each and every day. And I think it is interesting because every time I say something to him, he has like an actual facial expression on his face. And he was never like that before. That's how I know everything around us is evolving as well. Like, I can say, like, Pan, you know, like, you're fat, or like, you know, just, you know, playing with him or whatever, and he will literally look at me and y'all think I'm crazy. And maybe we just have the type of relationship where I understand him telepathically, but I literally will be like, you're fat, or just pick a joke with him, and he will look at me like he will literally make a face like and I'll be like, okay, well, you are. And so but I'm saying all this to say, the more you expand, the more your surroundings expand. And now that everybody is going through this huge transformational period or time in this life, it is a beautiful time to be alive. It is a beautiful time to be experiencing this world. As much as everybody anxiety is up and everybody is worried about what's going to be happening next in the world, that is what society, the masses, want you to believe. They want you to believe that you have to stress. They want you to, you know, believe that the world is about to be destroyed. They want you to believe that all these different things are about to happen with inflation and the economy. So it's about keeping yourself in a balanced state of mind and keeping yourself grounded, because so many different things around us will take us to a whole different part of ourselves, a very dark part of ourselves. And a lot of us don't even know how to face those dark parts of ourselves. So we choose to use coping mechanisms such as weed and alcohol and all these other different things that really don't help us deal or face with the problems, but instead we run away from things. So I wanted to give y'all my perception and my experience on how I've been able to cultivate or integrate cannabis in my life as something more I use more medicinally and intentionally, instead of using and abusing it for my spiritual well-being. Because I have been smoking cannabis and eating edibles and things like that, just overall using cannabis for the last since I was 19 years old. I am currently 30 years young today, so I've been using it for a while. But since I've worked in the industry, now I am gaining a whole different type of perception and looking at my relationship differently with cannabis, so that I'm able to really harmonize with the plant instead of just overly using it and abusing it in a way. Because I see people every day who will be like, they have to use cannabis in a more balanced state, where they more so use it at nighttime to help them go to sleep, or they use it, maybe even in the mornings to help them get through the day, or they use it for pain and anxiety and depression. So, or even a lot of my customers, they'll actually have cancer and be using it for like if they're going through chemo and things like that. So just by knowing that cannabis does help you in a very beneficial way, it's also good to have an understanding that overusing and abusing anything in this world, in this realm, right, is not beneficial for your spiritual evolution. You have to cultivate a healthy relationship with things. You have to be more intentional with the things that especially things that you are putting in your body and using as medicine. Because that's what it is. When you can change your perception and say that, okay, this does help me, this does benefit me, but I want to use it more in a beneficial, evolutional way, versus using it as something that I'm going to help suppress my feelings or my emotions, right? Because we go through things throughout the day when it comes to our job, our kids, work, all these other things that creates this anxiety in our lives. If we can use it more beneficially to help us on an emotional level, we can excel. And I know that we all have something that we're dealing with, each and every day. Like I said, whether it be your job or your kids or your spouses, there is something that's going to be constantly triggering you, right? Constantly trying to trigger you so that you can understand your emotions and you can understand yourself deeper. The deeper you go into your emotions and why you respond to the environment the way you do, right? It helps you change your perspective, right? And it helps you go deeper into your mind and your mentality to understand your traumas so that you can heal from these things. If you're not going deeper into your emotions and you're just saying, I got traumas, and you're still responding to your environment the same way you were responding to it 5 years ago, but you think that you're on a healing journey because you're consciously aware of your problems, that is not healing. Understanding your emotions and going deeper into that emotion, into that feeling, and really going to the core as to how you can really alleviate or change your perspective on why you feel those things, and understand that it's you facing you and you trying to help yourself get to your highest potential, then you are able to really shift your consciousness. And that's what cannabis can help you do. Cannabis is actually an ancient healing herb that can take you to a higher elevated state. And that's why it's called getting high, because it can take you through a higher elevated state so that you are able to go deeper inside your subconscious mind, to heal from your traumas, to meet your guides, to understand the entities that are there for you, helping guide you. Because when you're able to go deeper and remove a lot of blockages, you are able to feel blissful states that are very close to the feeling of euphoria or highness. High is just meaning the higher states of mind, the higher states of your awareness. And it's about being present. It's about, and that's what's so cool about cannabis, is the fact that it can really bring you to having a more present mind. But we're so cluttered. We don't know how to declutter our minds. We're so cluttered with all these different thoughts and all these different, experiences that we've been through. We don't know how to declutter our minds. So what we do is we already have a cluttered mind. We're not doing anything to help, alleviate ourselves. So we use marijuana or cannabis as a crutch. We use it as a crutch to deal with our problems, to run away from our problems, to run away from ourselves. And I just want to bring awareness that you don't have to do that. You don't have to smoke every day just to feel that good feeling, because you naturally can feel that on your own. You naturally have the power of creating that blissful state for yourself, right? So I'm making this video because I want y'all to see a different light. I want y'all to look at marijuana or cannabis in a different light. I want y'all to see that it can be used for your healing evolution, for you to grow, for you to excel. You can either use something in a way to where it will enlighten you, or you can use something in a way to where it will suppress you and it will hinder you from growing and evolving. But it's all depending up to you and how you perceive things, and how much effort you're really trying to put into yourself and trying to put into your consciousness and expanding your consciousness and reaching enlightenment. Because, baby, everything on this planet you can use. If you a true master of this world, a true master of this, of this universe, a true student of this universe. Because a true student is somebody who is able to master things. You have to be a student first before you can even be able to teach and project your energy and the things that you have learned out into this world. It's going deeper. It's questioning things. It's becoming aware, having an awareness. Consciousness and evolution has everything to do with how aware you are and what your intentions are when you continue your journey. I've been able to meet certain entities while meditating while high. I had an experience not too long ago where I got to meet Shiva. And I didn't even know who Shiva was at the time. But he helped guide me into being able to activate my throat chakra. I didn't even know anything about Hindu deities at all. But one day I decided to meditate and go into a deeper state of mind while using cannabis and do some breath work at the same time. And that helped me see a different light and a different side of cannabis that I wasn't able to see before. And now I know that it's able to be used as a healing modality and not something that I can just use as a coping modality. Something I can really use to benefit me. And it's about questioning yourself. How can this serve me? Not how can you serve it, because when you are overusing cannabis and when you are overusing different drugs in your life, you're serving it. It's not serving you. So when you can change your perception and decide, how can I use this in my benefit and in my expansion, then you have a whole different way of looking at things. and you're able to grow in on so many different levels. Y'all, at one point, I swear to you, I wasn't even able to talk like this. Like, sometimes I get very frustrated with myself, like when I'm making videos, because I'll have to stop, re-record, stop, re-record, stop, re-record. And you know, now I've built up a patience with myself to where I'm like, I literally will have like these motivational talks with myself where I'm like, you know, just, you can do it. Like, just push yourself, just keep going, just keep going, just keep trying. Because that's how you master things. You have to start somewhere. And knowing that you can and you will evolve, knowing that you can and you will heal through the things that you have been through, knowing that you can release these burdens or release things that have been keeping you down. You can look at things differently. Some people have accepted their struggles. Some people haven't. Some people continue to, you know, be inside their minds and overthink things, overanalyze things. And they have so much anger inside their hearts because they don't know how to take true accountability for their problems or their issues. It's up to you. It's not up to anybody else. It's up to you. And when you can finally realize that it's up to you and that you don't need things, you know, outside of you to help the internal world that you have, then you can shift your perspective and you can start to take true accountability and start to work on yourself. So, you know, I wanted to come here today to really show y'all that it is possible. And don't give up on yourself. Do not. Take a break sometimes. Use cannabis for meditating when you're doing your meditations. Like, if you know you're going to use it anyway, use it to your benefit. Use it to serve you. That's all I wanted to say for today, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching my videos. Thank you for supporting my channel. And just overall, thank y'all for being a light in my life. And I hope I can continue to be a light in yours. Peace.